सरकार की जय। लाडली लाल की सियावर रामचंद्र की। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। कस्तूरीतिलकं ललाटपटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभं नासाग्रे वरमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुः करे कङ्कणम् सर्वाङ्गे हरिचन्दनं सुललितं कंठे च मुक्तावली गोपस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपालचूडामणि। नमः कमलना भाय नमः कमलमालिने नमः कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण। यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्गुंह देवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। गौरांग महाप्रभु की जय। श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय। भक्त समुदाय, दिव्यात्माओं, महानुभाव, devotees of the Supreme Lord, the divine souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you. We continue today a celebration of Holy and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Jayanti appearance. We have been singing this wonderful pad, divine poetry, written by the descension of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, Jagat Gurutam Shri Kripaluji Mahaprabhu. It's written many, many beautiful divine songs, divine poetry, especially in the book Prem Ras Madira, contained in 1008 pads, 21 madhuris. This pad comes from the holy Madhuri. All these divine pads are divine inspiration, describing the divine pastimes of Sri Radha Krishna, the gopis, the highest devotees of Sri Krishna, in all the philosophy from all the Vedas, Puranas, Shastras, all the scriptures. So we will begin today with this beautiful pad from Holy Madhuri, where, as we've been hearing, a Rasik saint is describing how Holi is supposed to be played. What is the significance of Holi and how we should play this Holi with Sri Radha Krishna. Rasik saint, as I've told you, Ras means divine bliss, divine nectar, supreme happiness. Shri Krishna is called Ras in the Vedas. Raso vai saha rasagvam he vayam labdhvanandi bhavati. Taittiriya Upanishad, chapter 2, verse 7. He is Ras, Raso vai saha. And he is also the drink of that Ras. He is a Rasik Shiromani, topmost amongst the Rasik. So Rasik saint is the highest order of saints who are drinking the divine bliss of Radha Krishna every moment. This is Shri Krishna is called a Rasik. So this Rasik saint is addressing us, the individual souls, that please wake up. We have been sleeping in ignorance, in the deep sleep of ignorance from uncountable lifetimes. Ajnanata, the ignorance of identifying with the physical body. We have forgotten that we are the Jeev, soul, Atma, Jivatma. Now the morning has come for us to wake up from that dream, that deep sleep, realizing that we are the soul, the Atma, we are not the body. As I told you, Sanatan Goswami, one of the greatest devotees of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, asked 3 questions. First question, Ke Ami? Who am I? Very important question. The answer, not knowing the answer to this question has been the reason for us going into that deep sleep of ignorance from uncountable lifetimes and suffering, rotating in 8.4 million forms of life. When the answer comes, we have heard, we have read, uncountable times we have met saints in our uncountable past lifetimes. We have heard from them that we are not the body, we are the soul. We have read in Gita, Bhagavad, etc. But we never accepted. Vishwas nahi kiya. We didn't have the faith. We didn't accept. We've always identified with the body. So wake up, realizing that you're the soul, Atma, Jeev, Jivatma, and the soul belongs only to Shri Krishna. Being a fraction of Shri Krishna, as is told in all the scriptures. Second question, Kene amar jare taputrai. Why are we suffering from the threefold sufferings, in the world? I told you 3 types of suffering all the souls under Maya undergoes continuously. Adhyatmik dukh. This is divided in 2 again. Sharirik, those referring to the body, fever, etc. And manasik, which is even more dangerous, greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, etc. Adhyatmik dukh. Number 2, Adi Bhautik dukh. Sufferings inflicted upon us by other beings, other people, other animals, insects, etc. And number 3, Adi Daivik dukh. Sufferings inflicted upon us by the forces of nature, all under Maya suffering. How do we become free? When we realize again that I am the soul, Atma, I'm not the body. All these sufferings are for the body only. The soul doesn't undergo any suffering. It's untouchable, indestructible, Avinashi. So it's important to realize we're the soul, Atma, and we belong to Sri Krishna. The third question, Ke Mone Hit Hai, how we are going to attain the supreme blessings, the ultimate aim of life, divine bliss, divine happiness. And that will happen, as I told you at the end yesterday, when we play the real holy with Sri Krishna. So we're going to hear about that real holy through which we will attain that supreme divine blessing, divine bliss, divine love, which is the aim of life. Before, as I have been saying, we'll chant a little bit of the Hari Bol that is so dear to Gaurang Mahaprabhu. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Mukund Madhav Govind Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Mukund Madhav Govind Bol. Oh, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Mukund Madhav Govind Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Mukund Madhav Govind Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol. Oh, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Mukund Madhav Govind Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Mukund Madhav Govind Bol. Oh, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Mukund Madhav Govind Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Mukund Madhav Govind Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol. Oh, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol. Oh, Mukund Madhav, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Mukund Madhav गोविंद बोल,
हरि बोल, हरि बोल, हरि हरि बोल, मुकुंद माधव गोविंद बोल।
बोले गौरांग महाप्रभु की। On the very first day, I told the importance of chanting God's name. We are told in all the scriptures, chanting God's name in every yuga has been recommended, but especially in the age that we are living in Kali Yuga. It's the only thing we can do. Kali Yuga keval एक आधारा, कलियुग केवल हरि गुण गाहा, गावत नाम भाव पावहि थाहा, गावत नर पावहि भाव थाहा। कलियुग केवल नाम आधारा, सुमिरी सुमिरी नर उतरहु पारा। कलियुग केवल हरि गुण गाहा, गावत नर पावहि भाव था। केवल means only. Only by chanting the name of the Lord, the virtues, the qualities, etc., can one become free from the ocean of Maya and attain the supreme aim of life. Nothing else. Ehi kali kaal na sadhan duja, jog na jap tap brat makha puja. Kag Basundji is saying to Guruji Maharaj in the Kali Yuga Mahima, in the age of Kali Yuga, these things we cannot do. People do. Even though all the scriptures are telling us this is impossible, yet everybody is doing it still. Oh, forget about Ramayana and Gita, Bhagavad Ved. We will do whatever our mind tells us. To ehi kalikal na sadhan na duja. This does not work. Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga. A lot of yoga. It's good, physical exercise. Yoga means something else. Yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, samadhi. This is yoga. Impossible in Kali Yuga. Jap, tapasya, austerities, Brat, fasting, Makh, havan, puja, rituals. Kali Yuga Jogana Jagya Jnana. In the Kali Yuga, this cannot be done. Yoga, again, Ashtanga Yoga. Yajna, Dharma, Gyan, the path of Gyan. Impossible. What to do? एक आधार राम गुण गाना. Wanting alone, chant the name of the Lord with love. Gaurang Mahaprabhu gives a beautiful rendition of what happens when we chant God's name. When we chant the name of Shri Krishna, Radha Krishna. I told you, I mentioned to you, Cheto darpan marjanam bhavamaha davagni nirvapanam shreyah kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadhu jivanam anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam Purnamrita swadanam sarvatmasnapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Shikshastakam. Gaurang Mahaprabhu. Gaurang Mahaprabhu, descension of Radha Krishna, says in the Shikshastak, Shri Krishna Sankirtanam, when we do the chanting, chant the names, qualities, etc. of Shri Krishna, Radha Krishna, what happens? Cheto Darpana Marjanam. Chetaha means the mind. Darpana Marjam. This mind is like a mirror. Darpan. It's very dirty. Uncountable lifetimes of wickedness, sin, impurities. Marjan means when you wash, like you wash dishes. So when we chant the name, it cleans the dirt, impurities of the mirror-like mind. Makes it clear. Bhavamaha Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam. There's a huge forest fire blazing in the heart. Greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust. The name, chanting the name of the Lord, cools that fire, takes the fire out. It's like taking a fire extinguisher, throwing water on the fire. It's blazing. Shreyah Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. In the daytime, the sun is very hot. And the lilies, they wither. The lilies wither in the heat. But at night, when the moon will come and the rays of the moonbeam strikes the lilies, again they bloom. So the name of Bhagwan, of Shri Radha Krishna, is like that moonbeams on the lily of our heart. It brings a cooling effect. Shreyah Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadhu Jivanam. True knowledge sprouts in the heart. True knowledge. Anandam. At every step we start tasting Purnamrita Swadanam, Aswadan. We start tasting divine bliss, the divine bliss of Radha Krishna. As the mind, the heart starts purifying. Purifying has to come. We'll hear more about it. Sarvasmatna Panam Param Vijayate. The bliss, this divine bliss of Shri Krishna, which attains victory over all other bliss. There are so many different bliss. The bliss of Brahmanan, the formless Brahm. The bliss of Vaikunt, the bliss of Shivalok, Durgalok, Saket Lok. But the bliss of Golok, the highest, is beyond all of them. It's victorious over all, etc. It's very brief. So this is so important. This is why all the saints and the sages and all the scriptures recommend we have to chant. But as I said, there's a right way and there's a wrong way. Let's sing a few lines of the Pad, the holy Pad, and then we'll go into that. Kheliya hil mil phag lal sang. लाल संग चलूरी सखी भवनीशा सिरानी चलूरी सखी भवनीशा सिरानी भई भोर गई जाग लाल संग
भई भोर गई
जाग
लाल संग
खेलिय हिल नील भाग लाल संग नील भाग लाल
संग
केसर घोर भाव की गोरी
केसर घोर भाव की गोरी
पिचकारी अनुराग लाल संग पिचकारी अनुराग
लाल संग
खेलिय हिल नील भाग लाल संग खेलिय नील भाग
लाल संग.
So yesterday I mentioned in the end this line, Kesar ghor bhav ki gori, pichkari anurag. So Rasik saint is saying, who has attained that divine bliss, who is able to play, every moment is playing divine holy with Shyam Sundar Shri Krishna, is now teaching us, the soul, how to play that holy also. O Gauri, O Gopi, take the pichkari. How is holy played in the world? There's a pichkari, a spray gun, and you fill it with kesar, saffron colored water. And then you spray each other. So take the pichkari, but this pichkari is a divine pichkari, the pichkari of anurag. Anurag means prem, love. And fill it with the kesar of our bhav. The kesar is not saffron color, it's scarlet, but it's the colors of our bhav, our feelings, emotions, which we'll hear more about. First, let's look at this love, why love is so important. The word bhakti means love. To love God. I mentioned before, this path of bhakti is so easy because we already know how to love. We know how to love mommy, daddy, husband, wife, children, friends, etc. Everyone knows. No one has to teach us. What we have to do now is to take that love and transfer it to Radha Krishna, to the saint. When we love in the world, we will get the world. Wherever your mind is attached, that's what you're going to attain. Our mind has been attached to the material world because of identifying with the physical body from beginningless time. Shri Krishna says in Gita, when you leave the body, yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunte sada tadbhava bhavitah. Chapter 8, verse 6, Gita. When this life leaves the body, tyajatyante kalevaram. Kalevar means the body. Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam. Whatever you remember, smaran, whatever you remember at that time when the life leaves the body, that's what you're going to attain, what you're going to become in the next life. What are we going to remember at the last moment? Whatever we are attached to, what we love. And generally, we are attached to the material world. Our mummy, daddy, husband, wife, children, the dog, the parrot, the cat, the house, the motor car, the bank balance. So we're attached to the material world, and that's why we keep spinning, rotating in that 8.4 million forms of life from beginningless time. We have not been able to break that cycle. If you remember Sri Krishna, the saint who is Sri Krishna personified, Antakale chamameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam nasityat. Sri Krishna says in chapter 8, verse 5, Antakale chamameva. At the last moment, mameva, to me, smaran muktva kalevaram. Having left the body, you remember me alone. Only Sri Krishna is in the mind. Because you're attached to Sri Krishna. That's the only way it's going to happen. Wherever your mind is attached, whatever you love, that's what you'll remember. So one who has fallen in love with Sri Krishna will remember only Sri Krishna. That person, Sri Krishna says, will certainly go to Sri Krishna. There's no doubt about that. So the whole aim, realizing we are the soul, the Atma, and the happiness we are looking for. Why do we get attached to any person or object in the world? Dhyayato vishayan punsa sangasteshu pajayate. Chapter 2, verse 62, Gita. When we think again and again, बार बार सोचते, ये विचार करते हैं बार बार, again and again, this person, this thing will make me happy. This girl will make me happy. This boy will make me happy. This alcohol will make me happy. This weed, marijuana will make me happy. This drug will make me happy. We get attached. You say in the world, you fell in love. You get addicted. Nobody just, oh, I just saw this boy and fell in love. I saw the girl and I just fell in love. Nobody falls in love. The decision comes in the mind, so subtle. This boy is going to make me happy. This girl. And you think about it again and again, and your mind gets so engrossed in that girl and that boy, your food no longer has any interest in food, sleep, all these things until you get that person or the object. You get it, and then what happens? Did you get happiness? I don't know. You can ask people who have done it. You get nothing. Pain and suffering instead. So thinking again and again. So if a decision can come in our mind, this the worldly soul cannot do by themselves. We've heard about this, we've read about it. The saints have told us, but it's impossible for us to do by ourselves. That decision, to make the decision firm in the mind, that there is no happiness to be found in any person or object in the world. And the happiness I'm looking for, I'll find only in Sri Krishna. Look at all religion, whether it's Hindus, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Jain, all the people who are preaching, teaching, who are supposed to be teaching those who follow them, the Pandits, the Swamis, the Babajis, the priests, the pastors, whoever, the Imam, they're all teaching everyone that if you pray to God, you will get the world. Pray to God to pass your exam. Pray to Him to get a good job. Pray to Him to be safe from COVID. Pray to Hanuman, COVID will never affect you. Really? All this nonsense. Because they themselves also do not know where to find happiness. They are convinced that happiness is in the world. Blind leading the blind. So we have to go to someone who's attained that happiness, who knows where to find true happiness. That person we call the saint, Mahapurush, the true Guru, bona fide saint, Shrotriya Brahmanishta Mahapurush. Or Shri Krishna says in Gita, Jnaninaha Tattvadarshinaha, chapter 4, verse 34, Gita. Two conditions. One who has knowledge of all the scriptures, Jnaninaha, complete knowledge. And number two, Tattvadarshinaha, he has attained, he has seen Krishna. When we associate with that personality, taking shelter in his lotus feet, accepting him as a saint, and that he alone knows what's good for me, and we accept his teaching and go accordingly. Many times we have met saints, but did we follow instruction? No. The saint says, do like this, and we think, what does Maharaji know? I'll do like this. We do not do Agya Palan. And then we think, I met a saint and nothing happened to me. Meeting a saint is not all. We have to follow his instruction. Realizing I know nothing. I do not know what's good for me. That's why we need Guru. Then we will do Agya Palan. Agya Samana Susahib Seva. We have to follow. When someone is only Guru, when I follow his instruction, his Agya. Otherwise, we can keep making Guru. We'll get nothing. Agya Palan. So the Rasik saint now, the knowledge, he gives us the knowledge of who we are. We are the soul, the Atma, who is Shri Krishna, why we should want to know Shri Krishna, why we should love Shri Krishna. Ye anurag kyun karna? Why we should do anurag? Tulsidas Ji Maharaj says in the Ramayana, Milahi na Raghupati Binu anuraga kiye jog jap jnana viraga. Without anurag, without love, no one can attain Raghupati, God. Kiye jog jap jnana. You can do yoga, Ashtanga yoga. Not what this physical exercise, what is called yoga today in the world. That will just keep body healthy, it's good. Yoga, I told you, means a different thing. Jap, you can do jap, all the malas you want. Gyan. But if there is no love, anurag, you can never know Shri Krishna. You cannot attain. Anurag is very important. Anurag, love, getting attached to Shri Krishna, Radha Krishna, to the saint who's Radha Krishna personified. Look, understand another way. God has a condition for knowing Him. एक शर्त है भगवान को जानने के लिए, एक शर्त. one condition. Shri Ram says to Sugriv in the Ramayana, Nirmal man jan so mohi pava, mohi kapat chal chidra na bhava. Bhagwan Shri Ram says to Sugriv, only those who are pure in heart, pure mind, nirmal man, can know God, see God, attain God. He says, I cannot tolerate deception, deceit, fraud. As long as this heart is not pure, completely pure, we will not attain God. Now, how to make this heart? We have to make the vessel, the heart, how to make it pure? Bhagavad Mahapuran tells us, Yathagni he mamalam jahati dhmatam punah svam bhajate charupam atma cha karma nushayam vidhuya mad bhakti yogena bhajatyatho mam. 11th canto, 14th chapter, 25th verse, Bhagavad Mahapuran. Shri Krishna is saying to Uddhav, gold, when it gets dirty, or in the original form, is filled with impurities. Dirt, impurities. How to purify the gold? It is heated in fire. Shri Krishna says, just as gold, when heated in fire, becomes purified of its dirt, impurities, glows and attains its pure form. In the same way, only when we shed tears, listen carefully, when we shed tears of selfless love for Shri Krishna, is the heart, the mind purified. One medicine. While chanting the name of the Lord, singing His glories, we shed tears. Remember, I started off with that verse from Shikshastak. Chetu darpana marjanam. वो दर्पण को मांजना. We have to clean the darpan, the mirror of the mind. It's very dirty. Uncountable lifetimes of wickedness, sin, impurity is stored in there. This is why we are more attached to the material world. How many people knew, have been told, there are 4 days lecture series on devotion in Yugal Kunj. But our attachment to the material world, to our body, our comfort, etc. is so much. We make all kinds of excuses. We are living not far away. Not to go. I'll sit down home and look on YouTube, if at all. Because the interest, if the interest was there, you will be here. This alone shows how much interest we have. Ye ruchi, ruchi, ruchi. Originally, nothing was planned. And suddenly we heard, we got the news. Maheshwaranand is going to be here. And many people were so happy. They called me, wrote to me, and oh, we are so happy. And I saw a couple days and that's it. And I'm sure if I ask them, there's a good excuse. I am so far, I am so tired after work. All kinds of excuses. Easy to make excuse. If the interest is very strong, all these excuses will go through the window. Oh, Maheshwarananda Jai, disciple of Jagat Gurutam Kripalu Mahaprabhu, is going to be talking on divine philosophy. I want to be there. So this is, from that we can see for ourselves how much interest we have. That has to do with the purity of the heart, the mind. The more dirty, the more we keep away, the more the world is interested in the comfort, to take a rest, to sleep. Because body is very important. Family is important. Food. Looking at the TV, television, the world gives priority. That's because the condition of the heart, the mind. If there is purity, then that desire, that interest is so much. You cannot keep away. Even if someone try to hold you back. It's a big fight. Sometimes a big fight. Big fight. To stop that person from attending the program. What's wrong with you? Radhe, Radhe. Sometime, all the time. There are more important things in the world, taking care of the family and doing this thing and that. That's important too. I'm not saying don't go. Sometime. All the time you want to go. This all has to do with the condition of the heart, the mind. Nobody has to tell us. We can judge, see for ourselves how much interest is there. So, when we practice sadhana, again, under the shelter of a Rasik saint, he's going to show us the way, how to do it. We can't do by ourselves. He's going to teach us and help us, show us, and tell us the importance of shedding tears. Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, who is preaching Advait Vedant, that God without form has no form. He is teaching his own mother. What is he teaching his mother? Vishuddhayati hinantaratma Krishna padam bhoja bhakti mrite. Jagat Guru Shankaracharya, Adi Jagat Guru Shankaracharya is saying to his own mother, without bhakti, without love for Shri Krishna, the heart, the mind cannot be purified. Impossible. Again the Bhagavad says, Yatha yathatma parimrijyate sau mat punya gatha shravana bhidhanai tatha tatha pashyati vastu sukshmam chakshur yathaivanjana samprayuktam. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11 Canto, 14th chapter, 26th verse. Just mentioned 25th, not 26th. Two verses, one after the other. More or less telling us the same thing. Shri Krishna is saying to Uddhav, just as when the eye is sick, there's some disease in the eyes, cataract, some kind of disease, which prevents you from seeing after you get blinded. So in ancient times, there was also disease in the eyes, just like today. And today we have so many medicine and creams and drops and laser and all these things that you can fix it. In ancient time, we didn't have all those things. But we had one thing which is even better than any medicine today. It was called Anjan. It's Ayurvedic medicine. It doesn't exist anymore. It's gone. It'll come back. The science is gone. It's not kajal. It's more than that. So Sri Krishna says to Uddhav, just as when there's disease in the eye, and Anjan is applied, that Ayurvedic medicine, Anjan, and slowly destroys the disease, and again you're able to see things clearly. In the same way, when we chant the name of the Lord, sing His praises, listen to His divine narration, divine leelas, etc., we shed tears of selfless love. The heart, the mind purifies. One medicine alone for making the heart, the mind pure. Asu, shed in tears. While doing bhakti. A lot of people worship God. They do puja. Some do havan. Some do jap. With a mala with beads, mostly 108 beads, rudraksh, chandan, different things. And they take some name or mantra and they go around the mala 108 times, and then that's one mala. And then some people do 16, etc. Some are bathed in the shivling, different things people do. While doing that, certain things are supposed to happen. Tulsidas Ji says very harshly in the Ramayana, Hiye faatahu footahu nayan, ajarahu sutan kehi kaam, dravahi shravahi pulakai nahi, Tulasi Sumirat Ram. Someone is worshipping God, doing puja, doing jap, mala, havan, reading some part of the scripture, etc., some Chalisa, Hanuman Chalisa, Durga Chalisa, etc. And what is happening? Certain things are supposed to happen. Dravahi, dravana. Dravahi means melt. The heart is supposed to melt with joy. If that is not happening, he fatahu. That heart should be ripped apart. If it doesn't melt with joy. Shravahi. Tears does not flow from the eyes. Futahu nayan, those eyes should be busted, useless. Pulakai, and the paws and the body doesn't raise on ends. Goosebump. Jarahu sutan, that body should be burnt to ashes. In other words, mostly, all this worship is done physically only, mechanically. There's no feeling. There's no bhav. This is a kesar ghor bhav ki. There has to be bhavana, feeling. Whose name I am taking, whose puja I am doing. You put in chandan, who you put in chandan for? You're bathing that murti. Do you think I'm bathing Bhagwan? Is the water too hot, too cold? You're now taking the murti and drying. You look for a nice soft towel, or you take anything and wipe him up. And no attention, no care. There's no feeling, no bhav. This is why Tulsidas seems to be so angry. No feeling, no, just somebody say do and you do. Bhagavad says the same. Someone says, I don't care about Ramayana. Okay. You care about Bhagavad Mahapuran? Yeah, it's the best. Okay, listen to what Bhagavad Mahapuran says. Tadashmasaram hridayam batedam yad grihyamane harinam adheyaihi na vikriyetat yada vikaro netre jalam gataruheshu harshaha. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 2nd Canto, 3rd chapter, 24th verse. The Bhagavad says someone is chanting the name of God, you're doing jap. Huh? Harinam Adheyai. You're taking the name of Bhagwan, you're doing puja, etc. Tears doesn't flow from the eyes. The heart does not overflow with love. The pause and the body doesn't raise an end. Then that heart must be thunderbolt, steel. Tarasmasaram hridayam batedam. We have to shed tears. Without tears, no bhakti. Bhakti hai nahi. But nobody's teaching properly. Just take the name, just do so many mala, just read so many part of Gita, read Bhagavad. All physical. Physical drill. We have not, no one has taught us and telling us the right way. So we have to go to Rasik Saint. And this is why he's telling us. So Keshar Ghor Bhav Ki Ghori. With that emotion, feelings, knowing, thinking this is Shri Krishna, meditating on Shri Krishna while taking the name, on Radharani, making a relation. Radharani is my mummy, Radharani is my girlfriend, Radharani is my everything, Shri Krishna is my everything. Making that relation. And even then, tears does not come. Someone may say the tears still didn't come. I'm trying, but I cannot, I can shed tears in the world. A lot of people, they cry so easy in the world is to cry. Any little thing, you tell them something, they'll start crying. Some people have put the name Pani just because they just cry for nothing. No. So the question comes, why can't we cry for God and the saint? Why can't we cry for Radha Krishna, Sitaram, or the saint who is Radha Krishna personified? There's one reason. Ego, abhiman, pride. The only reason we cannot shed tears for God and the saint, ego, abhiman. We have to get rid of the ego. We have to become humble. Humility, deenata, is the foundation of devotion, of bhakti. Without deenata, humility can't even do bhakti. You are not going to shed the tear. You will cry, but you will cry more for the world. Gaurang Mahaprabhu tells us, in the very first verse in the Shikshastak, he says, Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. Trinadapi sun. This is certain condition has to fulfill in order to do bhakti. Number one, Trinadapi suni chena. Trin means grass, ghas. One has to become humbler than a blade of grass. How humble is a blade of grass? We trample on the grass, you walk on the grass. What does the grass do? It bends. Jhuk jate hai. And you go past and it stands again. And it never complains. Are you blind? Can you not see and look where you're going? We complain. Nobody can even look at us sometimes. Huh? To be humbler than a blade of grass. And how does that humility come? By realizing deep in our heart that we are so fallen, sinful. As I told you, manas rog kachuk mai gaye, hai sabke, lucky biralan hi paaye. Diseases of the mind is many: greed, anger, jealousy, hatred, lust, selfishness. Everyone, as long as we are under Maya, we have all the diseases of the mind. But we can't see because of ego. So we have to practice to realize that. Feel, look deep inside, see how bad, how little our interest is for spirituality as compared to the material world and the comforts of the world. How much yearning we have for coming to Yugal Kunj and chanting, looking at the Murti of Bhagwan and chanting the divine name of the Lord, etc., as compared to relaxing in the home and enjoying and lying down and eating, etc. So, seeing that, tears will come. When we think how fallen, how low, how dirty our mind is, that instead of thinking about Radha, Krishna, Maharaji all the time, I'm thinking dirty thoughts, wrong thoughts. All I think about how bad this girl is and how bad that boy and how that evil that man is and how, hey, and you? I am great. Ego. Tarorapi sahishnuna. To be more tolerant than a tree. Tar means tree, a fruit-bearing tree. To be more tolerant. Someone is taking care of the tree, giving fertilizer, taking out the weeds, watering, and someone is trying to kill the tree, break the branch, throw stones, sticks. But when the tree bears fruits, does the tree say, okay, you took care of me, I will give you the best mango, the sweetest mango, and you try to kill me, no mango. Well, I'm going to give you a poison mango. No. The tree gives the sweetest mango to all alike. The same fruit that it has. Whether you took care or you tried to kill the tree. We have to be more tolerant. And that comes by realizing deep in our heart that I am no better than anyone. I may be worst. Do not find faults. The biggest problem we have, one of the worst things we can do, is fault finding. Looking at the faults of others. This is so dangerous that Bhagwan Sri Ram says to Shabari in the Ramayana, Ashtam jatha labh santosha sapne hu nahi dekhahi pardosha. Shabari, the 8th type of devotion is to be contented whether in gain or loss, and not even in dream, sapana, not even in dream, to look at the faults of others, to find faults in others. Fault finding is most dangerous. When we look at the faults of others, we only add them to us. We already have so much. We keep adding more. I don't have enough yet. Everybody is bad as long as we are under Maya. Everyone. Understand that science. Everyone is bad. How does it benefit me to see how bad this one is and that one? Let me look at how bad I am, no? And try to fix me. Don't fix anyone. I'm going to fix him. I'm going to fix her. Bhagwan is blind. Bhagwan is not taking care. I have to do it. Ooh. Now people think like this. Their whole life is structured and I have to harm and destroy this person. Bhagwan cannot do it. They become a Bhagwan themselves. And they forget destroying themselves more and more. So tolerance is very important. Amanina manadenaha. Man means respect. Amanina, the absence of a desire for name and fame. You can have the best quality. If you do have, it might not most important, mostly not, but if we do have, we should still think I am the worst of the worst. To save ourselves from pride, ego. Amanadena. Give respect to all. See in Radha Krishna, your beloved, in all beings. Give respect. It's important. So we have to practice these things. This is important. The tears will come. The more you think yourself to be the lowest of the low, the more humble you become. Radharani loves humility. You want to get close to Radharani, to Shri Krishna, then you have to become humble. This is why Radharani, she is called Deena Bandhu. Shri Krishna is called Deena Bandhu. Maharaji is called Deena Bandhu. Friend of the humble, the fallen. The more humble you are, the more close you will get to Radha Krishna, to Maharaji. And the more ego you have, wanting God and the saint does not like, they cannot tolerate ego, pride, ahankar, abhiman. If you want to get close to Radha Krishna, you want to play holy, then we have to become humble. So the Pichkari is the love, our love for Radha Krishna, for the saint. And what we're going to fill that Pichkari with? Keshara Ghora Bhav ki, with our sentiments of love, our feelings. Increase in that. Shri Krishna, making all the relations, every relation in the world, don't leave out any. Every relation, realizing I am the soul, the Atma, make every relation with Radha Krishna and with the saint who is Radha Krishna personified. If we practice like this, there's much more. But if we practice like this, then we will start playing the real holy. Just praying outside with, with those collars is not holy. This is the holy. We'll hear more about this, continuing tomorrow night. Bole Gaurang Mahaprabhu ki jai. Larli Lal ki jai. Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki jai. भक्ति धाम की, श्री युगल कुंज की, पवन सुत हनुमान की, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे.